Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Health and Wellness. My name is Nellie Greer, and I will be your host tonight. In tonight's program, I will be addressing herbs, herbal tinctures, and ATs. Herbal tinctures are basically liquid forms of herbs, and the ETs are actually pulverized powder herbs that you end up mixing in water, cold or hot, and drinking. The world is shifting in its belief. There was a time when we didn't have to be so conscious of what we bought in the market because the world was in a better condition, and everyone's reasoning was to help and maintain civilization. Today's reasoning is different, and we do have to be more conscious of what we buy, reading our labels more carefully. We have used many methods of dieting, detoxifying, cleansing, for candida, colon, colonics, liver throughout the years, and for many, we aren't any better than we started. The reason being, you haven't learned what the next step is, which is actually nourishing and bringing the body back to balance. If we have disturbed the balance of the good culture bacteria, our friendly soldiers, if we've done many diets, meaning like diets that are very high in protein, low in carbs, becoming vegetarians, or eating just one single food at a time, you're actually depleting your body of the good enzymes in one form or another. So a lot of times you don't have the right enzymes or sufficient enzymes to break down certain food groups because you've actually spent them all through doing different diets. When you do cleansing and when you've done colonics, what happens is you have actually rid and disturbed that natural balance with the good culture bacteria. And so consequently, because of that, you will crave just about everything in order to normalize that back again. In today's program, I will talk about how to nourish, feed our immune system for better health. Now, I'll be mentioning a few words again and again, so I'll be reading their meaning. And we're going to start with the Jing, the Qi, and the Shen. Those three are the three treasures. They activate the human being. If they are not depleted, they will work intrinsically to produce the substance needed to remain youthful. The ancients have stated, heaven has three treasures, the sun, moon, and stars. Mankind has three treasures, Jing, Qi, and Shen. Jin is one's primal source of vitality, our deep energy reserve. Jin is one of the three treasures of life and is stored significantly in the kidney-related tissues, and it's considered a fluid-like substance essential for life. It is needed for reproduction, growth, development, and maturation. As one grows older, Jing naturally decreases. It can be replenished with the Jin tonifying herbs. Now, the Qi, commonly translated as energy Qi, is an essential and fundamental concept in traditional Asian healthcare that pertains to the vital energy that flows throughout and around the body of all living things. Qi is said to be circulated throughout the body via the meridian system 361 times daily, providing the organs and tissues with vitality required for living and functioning. Qi is one of the three treasures. We're going to be talking about those very things again and again. Shen is translated as spirit and refers to the mind consciousness, the force of the personality, and the connection to the spiritual aspect of humanness, which includes the zest of life, charisma, the ability to exhibit self-control, to be responsible, to speak coherently, to think and form ideas, and live a happy, spiritually fulfilled life. Shen is centered in the mind and heart, and we have talked about that in other programs about how any of the herbs that basically feed the Shen, it's that it controls emotional and it works on your mind and heart. Yin, the energy of contraction, accumulation, and storage. Yang stands for coolness and the bodily fluids that moistens and nourish the organs and tissues, and is defined as the accumulation and storage of energy and nutritive materials. Yin materials of the body tend to be the unsolidified components. Yin material of the body tends to be the unsolidified components of the body, such as jin, blood, saliva, and sexual fluid. Yang, the energy of growth, expansion, power, warmth, regeneration, and outward expression, representing heat and the body's ability to generate and maintain circulation. Yang energy is associated with full libido and athletic power. Now, with that understanding, now you know, as we talk about qi, yin, or jing, qi, and shen, on any of the herbs, you'll know what we're talking about. You'll know that that is what we've said. Now, we're going to go, we're going to be talking about single herbs, and then we're going to also talk about compound herbs. And a lot of them come, they come in capsule forms, but they also come in tinctures and also in tea form. So most of them are that way. So whatever you decide to do, easier for you, it's available. Agaricus is a mushroom that supports bodily, Agaricus is a mushroom that supports body's natural defenses. Agaricus mushroom is among the richest known natural sources of beta-1,3-D glucan and beta-1,6-D glucan. It actually feeds your qi. It's a qi tonic, so it feeds your qi. It is said that the active constituents of agaricus has been identified as the polysaccharide called the glucans, those two. It's the richest among those two glucans. And it's considered to be a mushroom that goes in the system and is kind of like a roto-rooter. It actually cleans the system good and ridding of all the bad bacteria. The second one is cordyceps. And the cordyceps is actually a mushroom. It's one of the stars of the Chinese tonic herbal system. Culture cordyceps is used to strengthen the body and mind at a fundamental level. Culture cordyceps is considered to be a Jing tonic of elite stature. Because it contains both the yin and the yang, it can be used by anyone safely over a long period of time. It is said it is renowned as a life-reinforcing tonic, and it is said to build sexual and physical power, mental energy, and to support immune system for normal, healthy individuals. That one nourishes your jing and both yin and yang, and it strengthens the kidneys and the lungs and tonifies qi. I do want to say that some of the herbs really work on the full immune system, and it does make you strong. So those people that are physical, that they're working out, it tends to be, it's the primal motive force, it says, that the cordyceps. Now we're going to talk about the deer placenta. The deer placenta is a quintessential Jin tonifying supplement. It's considered to be the most profound substance for replenishing Jing. Deer placenta has specially been accepted as a premier kind of placenta for human use as a restorative. That the deer placenta is almost kind of like it tonifies your yin, your jing, your yang, and your blood and qi and yin. You know, that one is considered like, it's almost like restarting your battery or recharging your battery. The deer placenta and the goat's placenta are similar. They both do the same things. They're great they just recharge your body. It says taking deer placenta as a deep Jing restorative supplement is like recharging your life's battery. And that goes together with the goat's placenta. Okay, the next one is Danwood Reishi. And Danwood Reishi is a mushroom, is arguably the greatest tonic herb on earth. It's certainly the most revered herbal substance in Asia, and is considered in Asia to be the elite substance for the attainment of glowing health and longevity and spiritual attainment. It is extremely safe and non-toxic. The Danwood Reishi works on the immune system. It says that it's the mushroom of immortality, and it actually tonifies your qi and shen. And that gives you energy. It helps you to recoup from any illness or any sickness. Anyway, that's Danwood Reishi. That's excellent. It's really, for people that take it, oftentimes they come back and say they feel they've recovered so quickly, and so that one's very good. A lot of times that one is always given, among other things, for recovery. Eleuthero is Siberian ginseng, and that one tonifies the qi. Eleuthero root is also known as Siberian ginseng. It's an adaptogenic herb that improves the ability to handle stress. Eleuthero root extract helps to increase physical and mental endurance. It increases physical and mental endurance, and it has also been shown to help improve memory. Eleuthero root extract benefits mental and physical endurance and has an anti-fatigue activity. It also aids in the recovery from hard exercise. That one tonifies, that's ginseng, so that is, you know, very good for as a ginseng that you take every day. The goji berries. The goji berries are very good. They tonify Jin, Qi, and Shen. They tonify the three treasures. They are goji berries for health. It's health protective, strengthening, and mood supporting properties. It's an elite tonic formula. It supports the metabolic function, stamina, immune function. It's great for skin. It's for skin and normal, healthy DNA activity. It's high in antioxidants. It's good for eyes. Anyway, that's for blood. It's like very high concentration of antioxidants. It's that one. It moves the system. You're able to detoxify. It builds blood. Good for circulation. Any blockages, anything that's going on, that one Anyway, it's very good. There's a lot of, it works on the skin, beautifying the DNA, protecting blood, sugar, regulating, and blood lipid regulating effects. It's a very powerful SOD, stimulating the SOD, and it's good for kidney, brain, cells. It's for liver. It's an all-around, it generates, it removes toxins. It's really good. Gynostema, it's another herb. Gynostema comes in a capsule form. We do have it in a tea form, loose leaves, and it also comes in liquid form, but whichever way you, it's called the miracle leaf, and it's an adaptogenic and antioxidant. It supports the adaptive response to human beings and helps us handle stress more efficiently. It supports the healthy activity of the immune system, traditionally used to help support and maintain normal health, respiratory, cardiovascular, digestive, liver functions. It actually tonifies qi. I do want to say that Gynostema is actually one of the herbs that I've heard so much stories on. There's been a lot of testimonies. They say they call it the miracle leaf because it does change pH. It actually neutralizes acid. It gives you energy. It allows you to cleanse so that you move the system and detox so that you actually can introduce the nutrients to your food. The other one is He Shou Wu, and He Shou Wu, we have talked about it in other programs. It's the one that keeps your hair dark. The Asian folks kind of, it's a staple. They use it, and it is said that it is said to be the most powerful extractor of qi from the earth of any plant. The qi that is collected from the earth is stored in the root of the He Shou Wu. It's He Shou Wu must, okay, that's a process. Okay, He Shou Wu is the most important herb in the world. It quickly replenishes Jin for those who have abused themselves or have lost their Jin due to chronic or acute stress, overwork, combat excessive sex, or so on. It can be miraculous, and it is quick. The primarily active constituent of He Shou Wu is the THSG. It's a very similar to resveratrol and may be stronger than that. Actually, that tonifies blood, Jing, and qi. And He Shou Wu is one of the herbs that a lot of times when my son sees folks and he puts different herbs together and lets them know which one, he usually has them take He Shou Wu and Danwood Reishi. Those are the two that he always focuses on because it does build the immune system and body. Okay, the next one is pearl. Pearl is actually one of the most precious dietary supplements from the Orient. It says pearls are usually thought of in the Western world as a jewel to be worn, not consumed, but in the Orient, finely ground pearl powder has been used as a dietary supplement for thousands of years, especially by the wealthy, most especially by wealthy women. It has many psychological actions beneficial to humans. Pearl is one of the great secrets of the most beautiful women of the Orient. It contains dozens of minerals, including calcium, magnesium, zinc, but to many people's surprise, pearl is not just made of minerals. Pearl contains many amino acids of various components, and pearl participates in the DNA, the RNA, metabolic actions, and can be supported cell renewal. You know, pearl powder contains all the active constituents. It is rich in minerals, amino acids, and cofactors. It helps in the development of the melanin which causes the freckles and dark patches on the skin as normal processing, as a normal process during aging. It can help maintain the firmness of one's skin. It's also a powerful Shen stabilizer. It helps mood, and it's an elite substance of this type known. It can relieve uneasiness, nervousness, anxiety, and tension. Pearl powder supports the nervous system, and it's an ideal Shen tonic. Pearl goes on and on. It's called Beauty from Within, and it's very hardy, and you can see it on your skin. It's the folks in the Orient, they use it. That's their secret. So that is the pearl. The next one is Schisandra. Schisandra berry is quintessential of tonic herbs. Now, it actually, it tonifies the three treasures. It's a red berry, and it's let's see. Schisandra is known as the quintessential of a Chinese tonic herb. Tonifies all three treasures, enters all 12 meridians, and nourishes all 5 elements. It supports the vitality and is said to promote beautiful skin. Schisandra, which is the favorite herb of the Taoist Grand Master, though Schisandra is believed to benefit all the functions of the body, it has traditionally been considered to be the most influence on the kidney, lung, liver, and mental functions. Schisandra berry is one of the things that either in a powder form, in a capsule form, it helps blood. And a lot of times when folks are taking medication and they start getting where they have stagnation and they start getting blood stagnation where they have dark spots all over due to blood, chances are that by taking Schisandra berry, it will help with that in detoxifying and also nourishing. Now, wild chaga, wild Siberian chaga. Now, we have talked about chaga before. Chaga is known to be, it helps with folks that have any pain, any candida, that have phlegm, that have an autoimmune disorder, that it rids of fungus. So if you're treating fungus on your toes or fingernails, wild chaga is good in ridding of that. One of the things that I have found is that some folks will go up north or different areas, and they will start to get chaga for themselves, and that's okay. But a lot of times they'll say, I didn't really get the results that you're saying. And the reason being is that the wild Siberian chaga, it's been matured. They will not pick that unless it's been in the Arctic. It has to go through 20 years of the conditions of that really cold Arctic cold, and it matures. But it is said that at 20 years, the chaga is considered herbally fully mature. A lot of times when we use herbs and they haven't reached the maturity level that is going to be beneficial to us, we don't get the same results. And so when people come in and say, it didn't do, and that's the reason. The same thing with ginseng. Ginseng, if a person takes it and it isn't a good ginseng, it isn't hasn't matured, it will give you a lot of different side effects, and it's all because it hasn't matured. The vast majority of chaga used to make formulations sold in the U.S. use chaga that has not achieve maturity and is therefore not fully shaga, therefore not truly shaga. In fact, there are shaga farms in tropical countries such as Myanmar that produce shaga in just 3 to 4 years, but this shaga is not even close to potency of Siberian shaga that has reached full maturity after 20 years of mild Arctic growth. So that is, this shaga is really matured, and it's good shaga. So if we say that that is what it does, know that, but it does help. You would have to eat 20 pounds of blueberries to equal 1 ounce of shaga, and that is the antioxidant activity. So it does help to rid you of pain. It turns off the nuclear kappa B switch, which is the inflammatory switch. Wild shaga is very good. That is one herb that we can't, and the tea form we can't keep. It's almost like we get it and it's out the door. And that's wild shaga. Okay, we have the albizia. The albizia is, it's one of the, it comes in a tincture, it comes in in capsules, it comes in flower, it comes in stems, it's in tea form. So it comes in many different ways, and that one stabilizes and lifts Shen, meaning that albizia will actually quiet the spirit. It calms the emotions, and it stabilizes mood and points our psyche in a positive direction. The flower has a powerful calming effect when one is overcome by anger, frustration, worry, fear, anxiety, and other tough emotions. I want to tell you that a lot of times people today are so stressed out, they're working so hard, they got so much on their plate, and just wanted to say that you don't need to take medication of any sort in order to reach balance. You can use what God has given us, which is herbs and flowers and stems and oils and that kind of stuff. And it's better than reaching out for something that is going to deplete us. Take something that's going to feed you and help you rather than deplete you and make you sick. Because one of the things that happens when you take something that is chemical based, it robs you of your good and for just that time, and then later on you will become depleted and you'll need something else. So this way here you're feeding as opposed to subtracting. The other one that I was going to talk about. Now these are, Diamond Mine is one that it's a combination herb, and so when I talk about a name, now we are no longer talking about just one herb. We have a combination of many, and so when we talk about energy and Jing and Qi and Shen, that means that that particular name of that herb is actually feeding all those many things. So deer placenta, it's usually in those products, in those names of the herbs. Diamond Mine is that it actually tonifies qi, promotes circulation, and tonifies kidney. You know, one of the things that we need is we need to fortify blood. We need to help the circulation, and the things that are going to help us and feed our circulation are going to be herbs. And Diamond Mine is designed to support the mind. It contains the root of the remarkable Himalayan adaptogenic herb, rhodiola. Tibetan rhodiola grows at more than 14 3,700 feet above sea level, above the snow line, under extremely adverse condition. Rhodiola has been used for centuries in Himalayan cultures to support mental energy, depth of thought, mental endurance, and wisdom. This herb supports oxygen flow to the brain. Diamond Mine is like perfect name. It actually does that. There's a lot of other, it has demonstrated to improve blood flow in the brain and to deliver increased oxygen to the brain cell, and thus it may improve cognitive, especially when combined with the Himalayan rhodiola. But anyway, that's the Diamond Mine. Ant essence is a blend with a powerful combination of yin, jin, building, and adaptogenic herbs containing a powerful tonic and rejuvenating formula. It also has a powerful immune potentially activity, and tonics are widely consumed in Asia to promote strength, sexual vigor, and as a powerful age-defying agent. It replenishes qi, nourishes blood, increases vitality, regulates yin and yang, enhances immunocompetences, biodirectional immune regulation, supports healthy sexual function, strengthens the muscular skeletal system, calms anxiety, promotes sound sleep, improves digestion and assimilation, and protects the kidney and liver. It's a tonifying qi, blood, yin, jing, and kidney yang. That is the ant essence. Now, the ant power, it's similar to that, except that let me see. It's a potent energy tonic that has immediate and long-term benefits combined with strong Jin and Qi tonic, and has the effect of strengthening sexual function, promoting mental power and creativity, and tonifying the organs and senses. It's actually tonifying Qi, Yin, Jing, and kidney Yang. So, and it is high in zinc and enzymes. And it's a superb rejuvenation formula. It is a primal Jing tonic that may be consumed for a lifetime. And it is preferred Yang Jing tonic of many long-time tonic herbalists. And power is a formula that will help develop and maintain sexual health in both men and women. That one is for folks that work out. You can take it. It is said that it builds and nourishes the kidney yang and builds the qi. Anyway, that is your ant and your ant essence and ant power. Now, longan fruit, no, the other one is eternal jing. Eternal Jing, it actually has deer placenta in it, and it is the battery charge. It's the one that feeds your battery, and that one, Eternal Jing, has many other. It has many other herbs in there. It has deer placenta, goji fruit, hishu, it has ecomium bark, it has dendrobium, and it's got cinnamon bark. It has a lot of different things, and it does nourish the yin and the yang yin. Anyway, it is said that for folks that are burning the candle on both ends, if you want to extend your candle life, this formula is as close as you can get in terms of replenishing prenatal Jing. It replenishes Jin lost due to stress or mere living, experiencing the rebirth of profound energy. Eternal Jing is composed of the herbs that have a powerful Jing tonifying effect on the body. There are a lot of herbs that when you start reading on it and when you take them for the first time, I've had people that have come back and have said, I've never felt stronger than what I feel today. I've had folks that have been very sick, didn't think that they were going to recover. They sort of just kind of felt like they were throwing the towel because they felt that they weren't doing very good. And they started to do herbs and they understood what the herbs can do. Herbs are food. You can't go wrong. They're food. And so if you're taking medication, it doesn't matter. It's okay because they don't interfere. They're actually food. The dragon Jing and the Buddha Yang, those are two things that males will take together because for potency. And so those two are done together. Longan fruit is it's very good. It builds blood. And you know, the whole concept is you have to build blood, you have to better the circulation, and you have to take in oxygen. And those are the three things that it's going to help you to be strong and to, for the males that have concerns, those are the three things that you have to think about in order to be able to address that. So instead of taking the purple pill or the blue pill or whatever pill to help that, you don't have to do that. By taking herbs, it'll take care of it. There is an herb that's called Magu Treasure. And Magu Treasure is it's an herb that is for women, women's beauty. It's taken, it's got deer antler tips, it's got deer placenta, it has here, I got it right here. It has pearl, deer antler tips, deer placenta, royal jelly, schisandra, longan fruit, goji, donwood, reishi. It's got white peonies, cordonopsis, and that one, when you take it, you know it. It has all the components to increase the yin, the yang, the jing. It builds and purifies blood, fortifies qi, and nourishes shen. It's got everything in it. The Magu Treasure is amazing. There's also Magu Secret, and that one nourishes to the skin, to the eyes, the hair, blood tonic, blood cleansing, and blood harmonizing. It nourishes the three treasures, Jing, Qi, and Shen, benefits the female, mind, and sexual functions. That one has similar things, just a little slightly different. But those two herbs are for women. And there's also a Jing formulation, and that is a powerful primal yin formulation. It is excellent for men and women who wish to replenish their Jing. It's suitable for those who require maximum restoration of Jing after an acute or extreme life challenge, prolonged stress, hard living, or due to advancing age. Jing formulation tonifies kidney, Jing, both yin and yang, builds blood and tonifies qi. Jing formulation contains no animal sources constituents. The energy known as Jing is synonymous with life itself. It's especially suited as a yin tonic formulations for those who exhibit modern general false fire. False fires meaning like hot, like you're always hot and you're trying to put it off with some water or icy things. That's the false fire that they're talking about, and that is the yin that will turn it off. Yin is the body's energy that supports and protects our youthfulness. Superior grade herbs are used to make Jing formulation, and that tonifies yin, yang, qi, and yang. Anyway, that's amazing. That's pretty amazing. We also have the love goddess is another herb that's used for women that want to be able to conceive. That's one of the ones that's used, and that one has all the different herbs in it that will help you in tonifying all and generating blood, the chi, kidney energy, and but that one is Love Goddess. It says that this supreme formula can support female sexual health and pleasure. All of the herbs in this formulation have traditionally been used by women who have desired to enhance feminine sexuality. But that one is the one that is addressed for that. There is a tea that I wanted to talk about, because it is a tea. No, it's not a tea. It's actually a powder. It's hydrella powder is a powder that's used for folks that are vegetarians and that are not consuming the right combination of vitamins that they would normally get, nutrients that they would normally get when they eat proteins. And for those that are going more vegetarian and they're not consuming any animal protein, this powder is excellent because it gives you everything that you would get from that you're missing in your diet. Hydrella powder is for that. And a lot of times you become cold and you feel weak, and that's the reasoning, because you're not consuming protein from animal source. Ashitaba powder, it's actually a powder that is for folks that are healing, that are coming, that are trying to heal from some condition, from being sick for a long period of time, and it has all the nutrients. It helps the blood. It helps to clear the mind. It helps with dementia, but it helps in recovering. It helps you to recover from something that you've been working, like somebody that is in pain all the time, that goes to sleep and doesn't seem to be able to heal because they're too busy waking up all night long, and because of the pain wakes them up or doesn't allow them to get into that deep sleep. That is a good powder. It's a powder that is used to recover. And all right, the Spring Dragon Longevity Tea, it comes in tea, but it also comes in drops. And it is a potent adaptogenic herbal elixir. It is the same formula as the famous house tea, which is this one. However, it's extracted with water and alcohol to create a super potent tincture of a range of Chinese greatest tonic herbs. This it's got gynostema. It has gynostema. It has goji. It has schisandra. It has astragalus, eulithral, Siberian root. You know what? I didn't talk about a little bit about the schisandra. The schisandra actually has it actually has the taste to feed the 5 different organs, and that's your lungs, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, and your lungs. It actually, when you take it, it actually addresses all those different organs, and so what happens is it oxygenates and it detoxifies and it nourishes those 5, and it has all the different taste: salty, bitter, sour, and sweet, and bitter. So it has all the different tastes to feed all the different organs. That is schisandra. And schisandra comes in drops or it comes in tea form, and but in the Spring Dragon tea, it has schisandra in there, and it also has gymnostema, which is the miracle leaf that we talked about, and it also has astragalus and Siberian ginseng. Very potent, very good, and it's actually considered an adaptogenic herb. It's an immune regulating, tonifying to the lungs, heart, spleen, pancreas, liver, and kidney. All that in that tea form or the tincture. Okay, Ashitaba literally means leaf of tomorrow. The Japanese language, it got this name because of its remarkably strong life force. When you pick the leaves today, new tender leaves will sprout tomorrow. Ashitaba contains a rare phytochemical called shakone. According to Japanese researchers, shakone purifies blood, strengthens the immune system, and promotes metabolism. Ashitaba is very potent antioxidants that generates SOD, the human body's own natural antioxidants. Ashitaba is one of the few plants in the world that contains the phytochemicals that stimulates nerve growth factors. Nerve growth factor substance that stimulates the regrowth of nerve tissue in higher animals, including brain tissue. This Ashitaba is amazing. It says that the nerve growth factor and the biological substance produced in the human body that is essential in the development and survival of certain neurons in both central and peripheral nerve system. Nerve growth factor is the most potent growth factors for the neurons. It is the most important regulator of proliferation, differentiation, survival, and death of the neuron cells. I will tell you that this here, all you have to do is put some of it in your protein drink as you do now. The Ashitaba powder is amazing. I would recommend that for anyone that has those nerve conditions like diabetics. They would do absolutely wonderful with that. The hydrella powder that I just talked about has the calcium. It says that it's a superb source of 3 nutrients often lacking in the diets of vegetarians: calcium, vitamin B12, and iron. These 3 nutrients help neural function and supports cognitive and attention span. These are also necessary for the delivery of oxygen to cell. Hydrella is one of the natural premier sources of calcium and is thus especially valuable for the maintenance of strong bones and healthy, resilient connective tissue. That is also amazing. That one is also good. I do want to say that wanted to just make sure that one more. Chrysanthemum is a flower that falls into that same thing on the Shen, which actually helps to work on the Shen, quiet the mind, quiet the heart. It stabilizes you in mood of any, anxiety. Chrysanthemum is very cooling, and but it's very stabilizer. Chrysanthemum. And what's the other one? We also have. Anyway, for anybody that would want more information, there is we have a lot of herbs, and their healer tea is another tea that is really excellent. It's called that for many reasons. It's a tea that can be used for healing. You'd be surprised that once you step and you start to take herbs and start to learn about more herbs for whatever condition that you're working with, you're going to find how it's going to help you in thinking more clear and being able to have more energy, to sleep better, to have endurance, to be able to tackle things that you probably didn't address before or didn't even care to because your thinking wasn't there. But for anyone that has nerve issues, that have blood issues, that have blackening of the skin, blood stagnation, that have freckles, that have darkening of skin, that have fungal, that have whatever the condition. There is an herb that will address that for beautiful skin, for any skin disorder. If you're vegetarian, if you want to recover from any injury, there is. Longan fruit is one fruit that also comes in a tea powder that you can mix it. It comes also in fruit. And if you have that, that will help blood. It purifies the blood. You know, most of our illnesses are all due to the fact that our blood is so dirty. We need to take herbs that are going to purify, they're going to oxygenate our blood, that are going to clean our blood so that our blood can then heal us. Because the blood is what heals. But if the blood is stagnant, and if it's dirty, and if it's not moving, and if it's not oxygenated, it's not going to do you anything. It's like not doing the job that it should, and that is the reason why you're sick. There is a removal of stagnation. There's an herb that will take care of stagnation. If you have markings on your legs, if you have blood stagnation that looks almost purple, we have an herb for that. There's also a great stabilizer. A great stabilizer is another herb that's actually used for stabilizing all the frustrations or anger or grieving or worry or fright or you know, all those different emotions, stress, stress due to illness, thinking that you can't get any better. And these herbs are amazing. They help mentally, they help your eyes, they help in stabilizing you, and it either comes in a compound or it will come in an individual, depending on what it is. When you come in addressing whatever, we can start addressing different herbs one at a time so that you know what each one can do for you. For anybody that would like more information on this topic, on the herbs, tinctures, and ETs, you can actually call us at the 651-486-0525, or you can go to our site to where it says herbs. We've got two different classes of herbs. But if for those that just want to talk with us or maybe email us, you can go to our site at greershealth.com. Our phone number is 651-486-0525. And I thank you so very much.
Hi, my name is Nellie Greer, and welcome to the Health and Wellness Center. You know, we started our business as a hair restoration studio. In working with clients, we found that conversations always led to health. It was through those conversations that we realized that our mission really was education. Today, Greer's Health and Wellness not only offers a wide variety of products, including Miracle 2, natural soaps and neutralizers, digestive health, and also a wide variety of organic teas, herbs, enzymes, and supplements. We also have therapeutic devices that we use in the center that can be purchased for in-home use. Don't forget to check us out on MCN Channel 6 or YouTube for additional educational programming. We at Greer's are small enough to know you, big enough to serve you, and hope to see you in the future.